I am Nag, and in this video I'll be obtaining and rolling on some key characters in anime Vanguards, which will hopefully make me even more OP. There is just no number of monarchs that feels enough to me, including the best support unit in the game that released recently, Katakuri. But we'll be starting with a unit that is kind of niche, but I really wanted monarch on, so I accidentally got it on him. Dude, what is going on? This is like the craziest reroll streak I've been on ever. I've gotten like 5 monarchs in no joke, like under 200 rerolls. This guy has been a problem though. I'm pretty sure I'm getting to the pity. He might just be a cursed unit. Alright, back to Udyu it is dead. He's not even evolved. Like, I completely ignored this guy. But apparently he's really good, so I was like, oh, let me see if I get a good trade on him. Alright, I just farmed the 5,000 necessary kills. Let's evolve Udyu. Very nice. This character, I am mainly expecting to use for AFK farming. That's really all he's good for. But one cool thing about him as well is that he is actually immune to status ailments. So let me take him on the legend stage, which lowers your attack. I should place him like here, right? This is a very strange unit. This unit can attack anywhere on the map except inside the radius of its range. His range is huge though. I shouldn't have given him Z plus range. I guess I can just remove it, right? Make it C or something. I think I'll do that. Or even better, I could just place him like really far away. But what really sells him is that because of that, you can make macros that trigger objects that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. But yeah, this stage, if you don't know, I mean, you definitely do. I forgot which enemies, but they lower your attack by 5%. Let me place this guy right here. They lower your attack by 5%, and it stacks to the point where you get 0 attack. Udyu is one of the only characters that actually doesn't get affected, and he actually gets an attack boost from it. For some reason, some characters that are immune to status elements still do get affected. It's weird. I've never seen the animations they gave him. Can I see from here? Oh, I can, yeah. So he's like a multi-hit or something? Oh no, he just shoots 1. So his range actually goes down as you upgrade. That's interesting. I assume the circle never gets bigger. Oh, it does get a little bigger. Yeah, this is as big as it gets. Final attack here. As you can see, this unit has 0 damage. Not the strongest character. 8.1 seconds as well is very long, but I'll show exactly what I mean in a sec. I mean, all I'm saying is, right, for him, having a higher rarity stat should lower his range. All I'm saying. I think C is the worst you can get, right? I think so. This may not seem important, but this is a stage, the double dungeon, Legend Stage 3 Act 3, that comes up in challenges and also bounties. So if you want to AFK farm challenges or bounties, you need Udyu to complete this stage, or else you just can't. Because you're gonna be like, I don't know, like this or something, I don't know the position. You're not gonna reach the statues, but Udyu gets placed. Now, he won't attack the enemies, I think, but that doesn't matter. All you care about is that he's gonna attack the statues. Not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention. There are the statues. I think he'll be more effective if Udyu is actually in range of the enemy, so he only focuses on the statues. But yeah, as you can see, he do be shooting them. His SPA is long, 8.1, but eventually it will get done. I guess I could also be upgrading him, but there's no need. And there it is. I'm pretty sure there are other stages where he's useful for, or you need him, but this one is one that's like very obvious. Back in the day, how we farmed was like you'd go all the way at the back of the map, I think, and then you'd place like a bunch of characters around. But you know, that's a lot more effort than just placing one Udyu. Next character is the one you just saw me rolling on, which is Choy, S-rank hunter from Solo Leveling. The allegedly best fire unit in the game, which I really wanted monarch on. So much so, I've already spent about 2,000 rerolls on him when he first dropped. So now, I'm just making sure to reach that monarch pity. Finally. I promise you, I hit pity on this. This was pity. There's no way it wasn't pity. So far, I'm pretty sure there's 3 characters I had to hit pity for Monarch. It's Sunjin-Woo, Gogeta, and this guy. And this guy is 4 placement. I could have kept Ethereal, but I was in too deep. I wanted the Monarch. Alright, so it's actually a few days later. And they just announced that this unit is gonna be taken down from circulation, or, you know, you're not gonna be able to acquire it anymore after the next update. So if you haven't, I recommend getting it because he is the best fire unit in the game currently. Yamamoto is also very good. So if you end up not getting him, it's whatever. Just use Yamamoto. It's not a big deal. The real big thing about him though is because he is 4 placement, he is a lot cheaper to max upgrade. I don't know why I said in the first clip because it was like days ago, but a lot of people might not understand why. A lot of the times I go for monarch on 4 placement characters, since in theory it is less total damage. If you lose one of the placements worth of damage, you're technically losing total DPS compared to like even Blitz. But the thing is, currently in the game, there's only really one game mode that's super long, which is ironically the game mode you get him, the ant nest or whatever. So it's way more worth it for me to actually get these characters which cost less to max upgrade. Like he costs 78.6k to max upgrade. How much does Gogeta cost to max upgrade? 181k. Now Gogeta's a 1 placement, so maybe it's not a fair comparison, but 3 placement characters are more expensive is the bottom line here. So he applies intense burn, which does 50% of his damage over 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a long time, especially when his own attack is way faster than that. But hitting an enemy already afflicted with intense burn increases its damage by 10% up to 50% and refreshes the duration, does not stack. So the fact that he does not stack tells me that it's okay for me not to have multiple placements. Because I was thinking, if you have 4 and they're constantly attacking the same enemy, you know, the intense burn goes crazy, but because he's going up to 50%, but I don't think it matters that much. When attacking an enemy already inflicted with intense burn, speed up the burn stick rate of intense burn by 50% for 3 seconds. For each enemy currently affected by intense burn, increases range by 5% to 40. Additionally, when intense burn on the enemy expires, they receive an extra hit dealing damage equal to what the burn dealt. This extra hit does not reapply intense burn. On placement, he's tiny circle, right? So you're not going to be hitting too many enemies. But right here, he already gets a lot better. Thick line. Man, you know, I am rewatching Soul Leveling anime. I've already watched it twice. I'm watching it for the 3rd time. Listen, I've read the manhwa 3 times, from start to finish. I know Soul Leveling is like super big right now, because the anime is insanely huge. But listen, I've been on the Soul Leveling train for years. Was it 2019? No, it was 2018. I'm looking at my old videos here that I first heard of Soul Leveling. So this is like what, 7 years ago? My friends were reading it weekly. And so I read a bit, and at the time there weren't that many chapters. But I was like, the concept is sick, you know? I'm gonna wait until there's an anime for it. And well, I didn't wait because I read the whole thing as soon as it was announced, like the final chapter is out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna read the whole thing. And then the anime came out quite a while after. And I'm telling you, I've read Soul Leveling 3 times. I did not remember this guy's name. So I still call him S-rank fire guy. That's the whole story I'm telling you, just to say that. But it's crazy. The anime made the side characters like the S-rank hunters and stuff a lot more prominent in the story, because I feel like the manhwa, they show up, but Jinwoo gets OP so fast that it's like, these guys are bums. They can't do anything. Anyways, the last attack is again thick line. So the last attack is what makes me think, you know, he might be better, I don't know what the numbers are, than Yamamoto, and he's cheaper, but you have both of them together, you have like a full AoE and this guy, because the full AoE is crazy, right? This guy doesn't have full AoE. But this guy focusing on more like doing like focused damage, very solid fire team. I want them to release more element game modes. I know tournaments exist, and I haven't really played tournaments much because I'll be real, if the stage is annoying, I'm done. I've suffered through tournaments enough already. I've got enough of tournaments. If it's not like a chill one, I'm not trying. It just takes hours and hours and hours, you know? Then you're telling me like Anime Last Stand should have tournaments, this game has tournaments, like Anime Adventures has Anime Adventures, lol. But there's tournaments. But this is a place that I would use him. If there's a fire tournament, fire element tournament, him, Yamamoto, and I guess Sukuna are the 3 best fire characters. I feel like I got my chances pretty good. Anyway, let's go to the next character. This next one, sometimes you don't want the monarch, but the monarch wants you. This one should be quick and easy actually. So with the battle pass that we've got for update 5, again, this one's also leaving on update 6. So we got Dante Virgil, and if you watched my Dragon Ball update video, you might have noticed I ended up getting Monarch on every single character of that update. It was kind of insane. It was Dante from the Battle Pass, Boo, Virgil, Goku and Vegeta, that transformed into Vegito, Gohan, and Boo? Well, Mr. Satan and Boo. I think I'm forgetting anyone. But Dante is a bit of a special case. Even though I got Monarch on him in like 5 rolls or whatever it was, I wasn't actually chasing Monarch. I was chasing Deadeye, because Deadeye is his best theoretical trait by quite a bit. It's a thing where, you know, I was just talking about how Choy here, his best theoretical trait is not going to be Monarch. It's going to be the other one. I forgot the name. Ethereal. But because of cost, yada yada yada. Here's the thing. I still want some characters that aren't Monarch in the case of those long events where the theoretical numbers would be better. So I thought I'm going to roll on Dante because I actually, unironically, want game modes that Monarch isn't the best trait. It's just that doesn't happen. Unless they remove traits from the game mode, like in Boss Rush, Monarch is just the best. And it should be. It's the 0.1%. I got this Dante here with Ethereal, as you can see. I rolled Ethereal on him by accident, but I wanted Deadeye as well. So you got True from the Battle Pass, a shiny and normal. And I got godly damage on him by accident as well. So, and I already transferred the Z's and already evolved him. This one should be quick. I just want to get a Deadeye on him. Now, let's roll out this Ethereal. Let's go on filters, let's make sure Deadeye is checked there. Here's the funny thing. It might sound simple, but it could not be. I could get another Monarch. And if I do, I'm warning you, I mean, I need to send this a picture to a dev or something. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm warning you. I am rolling this off. I don't think I've ever rolled a Monarch off before, but it is happening. Right in front of your eyes. There we go. There we go. How did I know? Look me in the eyes. How did I know that I was gonna get a Monarch? I can't take both together to the stage, can I? So now I have the Monarch version and the Deadeye version. Oh, I can't. Well, it's fine. Like I said, I think right now there aren't really any long game modes that justify chasing a non-Monarch like I just did. Boss event, for example, would be the perfect example of it, but there's no traits. It would be cool if they did make a version that's harder, like super hard, but traits are enabled either way. I would like a revamp on Boss Rush. Enable traits, make the game mode like drop way more coins, but you can't AFK it. That'd be cool. Raids, again, aren't long enough either. So we need more dungeons. That's what I'm getting at. We need more dungeons. These are more, but still it's only 30 waves. I think 50 waves would be the number that would actually make this way more viable than Monarch. Because as it is, I think Monarch is better because you get your place. There's one, and you're gonna have the money for it, right? So this is more of a for the future. Last video, I did the same thing. I was getting Ichigo Monarch because I said in the future, I expect raids to come out that he's going to be very good on because he can be buffed in every single stage. And it happened. This very update, we got the new raid and I used Ichigo to beat hard mode. That's what I'm thinking. Give me that long game mode. I want to use Dante with Deadeye. I mean, I feel like everyone watching already knows about what Dante does, so I'm just gonna... He has 50 crit rate or 100 crit rate just on placement here because of Deadeye. You don't know how he works. He gains a Devil Trigger gauge, and when the gauge is full, he transforms for 30 seconds, gain 100 damage, 50 crit rate, and 20 range, and swaps to attack 5. While Transform, Jackpot, which is like the first passive, which I haven't unlocked yet, is disabled instead. Crits follow up with attack 5 for full damage. Now here's the thing, if you don't have him with Deadeye, this placement right here is only gonna have 5% crit. But actually when you get to upgrade 2, you get, is it 25 per rate? So it's still 30 crit. You are gonna be critting even without Deadeye. Every time you crit, if it's followed with attack 1, and then if 1 crits, it's 2, and yada yada yada. Really, you're doing the Devil Trigger gauge to get to this point, and with Deadeye, you are at 125% crit chance, so you're critting every single hit. And again, when he crits, he follows up with attack 5 again. So every time he crits, he's attacking again. So having 100% crit rate means he's always doing the second attack. That's why Deadeye is theoretically better then monarch. And he's 3 placements, so I think in the future I'll get to use it. But right now, I'll keep using my monarch. Let me put like a very strong enemy here. I want an enemy that doesn't attack you back or anything. Yeah, they're always going to be in the devil trigger mode because 75% chance to crit, you're attacking basically every single attack. Or sorry, you're critting every single attack basically. And every time you crit, you do the follow-ups and yada yada. Okay, let me delete all these Dantes and put on the monarch version. Now again, the monarch on placement, only 5 crit chance. So he doesn't have the 50, but he's still transforming pretty quick. And he gets to 55, right? But 80% once you get that second passive. Untransformed is 30. So untransformed, he kind of stinks. If anything, it was worth just getting that second monarch for the lols. But I do want to use the Deadeye version, so I hope a game mode for it comes out. And to wrap up, of course, I had to obtain Katakuri by beating World Lines, which is a semi-long grind, but it did feel worth it for this unit. Alright, so yesterday, time recording this, they came out with a new World Lines unit, Katakuri from One Piece. And you should get to floor 50, which means 50 whole 5 to 6 minute stages. I did skip the last one, which was Furin, because I've heard she was good but not OP. So I was like, I ain't doing all that. But I will go for Katakuri because I like him, even if he's not OP. I don't know what he does. I don't know what team exactly I'm gonna bring. It might just be this one I have right now. I would just change, I'll remove the buffer for Gohan. Wait, low-key, wait. There's a challenge that only lets you place unbound characters. Is there an unbound? Yeah, 550. An unbound epic. And I'll remove Speedwagon and put ultimate Gohan. I don't know if this is gonna work, but maybe if I place the unbound epic, Gohan also places because of his passive. I'm not sure. Well, I'll find out once the time comes, but this will be my strategy anyways. I'll place my epic first wave, so Gohan places down and you can actually just straight up one-shot the enemies. Is he still bugged? Wait, I have all my settings down. No, he's attacking. When the new update first dropped, Dragon Ball units were bugged if they had the puppy familiar, which was unfortunate, but you know, it's Vanguards. I expect bugs every update. Oh, finally. I got the Infinite Tsukuyomi. Only unbound units. I don't know why this will even exist, but only unbound. I'm not gonna like unbound against Bad. I put on Dante for it because it's pretty good. Let's test. So I'm gonna place him. Gohan does not place. Oh well. Well, I'm still gonna restart this then. I'm still gonna keep doing the Gohan strategy because it's pretty good for whatever floors he can be placed, but I'm gonna swap this guy out because it's a bit expensive for a cheaper rare or something. The Gohan strat makes every stage faster. You place like a rare, he plays right away, like the round instantly ends and you can start doing stuff, you know. This is gonna be a bit painful actually. Well, I got to show my strategy here. Oh, I didn't talk about Udyu. I put on Udyu for the like statue and stuff because, you know, since it's so many different maps, I guess I'll show it once I get to a map like that. Oh, this one's a good example. So the enemies spawn from 2 sides, right? So you can't have a unit protect both at the same time when the boss spawns in the middle, but you can have Udyu and he actually attacks both sides and the boss when the boss comes out. He's actually pretty good for a couple of these maps. There's some that he can't be placed because of that unbound only, but you know, it's really unlucky if you get both at the same time. Speaking of Udyu, the last update dropped a character that's kind of similar to him. This one, the Delta, but like not exactly because you need to upgrade up to upgrade 5. Udyu just need to place. Also, she always attacks like the weakest enemy, so for the statues, for example, it would take forever for her to actually attack the statue, so I think Udyu is still better for this purpose specifically. Oh yeah, Shibuya is perfect as well. I don't know if this is going to be one of those, but the stage where Mahito spawns, right? He can spawn like here, like all over the place. You can just place Udyu like here or something, and he can just kill this Mahito for you. You don't even have to move. Like, he won't be attacking the enemies, but he will be specifically only attacking Mahito, which is what you want, really. Yeah, there he is, Mahito. I'll place Udyu here. I think this should make it so regardless of where he spawns. Yeah, because there's a spawn that's like close by, but I think he's still off range. He's gonna become killable here, I think. Yeah. And he just instantly died. I don't even know where he spawned. I think I explained my team. I can come back on floor 50. Alright, I'm on floor 50. This is the team I've been using for these like later stages. I had to ditch the Uryu team because a lot of these, but not in terms of like health bars and stats, but a lot of these bosses in combination with some of these rules that nerf and buff characters can become very difficult to deal with without like max upgrading all of your characters and having nukes and stuff. So I had to try hard a bit, put on Vanguards Wu. I look hard for the bleed, because a lot of bosses have regen. But in any case, you know, so long as you're playing with the regen especially in mind. Obviously, getting to 450 is not meant to be a challenge or anything like that. There we go. Got the boss killed. Did we get him right here? Yep. Can he drop as a shiny? I'm assuming no. For what I've seen, you're not supposed to actually give him monarch. You do want him to have multiple placements, so that's nice actually. But you know how it is. Chances are, oh, Fuzi, oh nice. I will in fact get a monarch in 5 rerolls. So if I do, I'm keeping it, but I'm not actually gonna chase it. Oh, I need 1,000 takedowns. I guess I'll be right back. Oh, let me check what he does first, because I actually don't know. I just know that you're not supposed to have a monarch. Anytime this unit attacks an enemy on hit, slows them by 50% for 3 seconds. If this unit attacks an enemy afflicted with slow, so you know, same thing, like the same ability that he's already applying. It follows up with attack 6, so he does like a second attack, just like Dante and stuff. Attacks cover the track in sticky, mochi spots, where the attack lands for 20 seconds. Any on-hit effects this unit may have gets applied to the enemy for every second they walk across the mochi spot. Only one can exist at a time. And once the spot expires, this unit lets out his aura, stunning all in range for 2 seconds. Whenever this unit attacks a slowed enemy, this unit moves to the nearest applicable location possible based on the end of the attack. When this moving occurs, decreases speed by -2 up to 20. Guess I'll see how that works in game later. Well, I guess we can just roll right now actually. Only have 20 rerolls. What trait do we want? I guess it would be ethereal. Would solar be good though? Apparently even blitz is better, so let's see. I'm just scared that I'm gonna be getting ethereal, or sorry, I'm gonna be getting monarch. Lucky solar again. I'm really considering just keeping the solar. All right, if I get solar again in these 100, then I'll just keep it, because yeah, I mean the difference between solar and ethereal for a unit like this, which is like a support I'm not seeing much damage out of, is not that crazy. There we go, 1,000 takedowns. And evolve Katakuri. I have a skin for him, right? It's like a paid bundle. Cosmetic is nice. I like the effects. So apparently he's the best support in the game. Where do I take him though? I mean, I want to try the thing out first. Alright, you can see the big oh, it despawned. So I actually did not place the unit. I placed him here, but I guess the TP thing works. So this is the mochi on the floor, and of course it's slowing the enemies and stuff. Oh, he just TP'd again. So he just kind of follows the enemies around. Yeah, you can see he TP'd again. Like I placed. Huh? Hello? Oh, the model had not fully TP'd yet. Wait, it said only one mochi pool could be at a time. I guess it's 1 per unit. Only 1 mochi spot can exist at a time. There were 2 right there. I guess it's 1 per unit. Hey, the unit TPs to the enemy. It kind of follows them around. That's interesting. So that means that, like, for example, if they TP all the way like here, then you have to replace them. That's a bit annoying, because then it doesn't TP back or anything. But it's still a cool feature though. Yeah, it seems to me like this is going to be a character you just place and don't upgrade. It's already an expensive placement, 2.2k for a support. But it's like if all the features of the character are already working on first upgrade, I don't feel the need to... Maybe like place 3, right? Place 3 to keep the slow very often, but I don't think upgrading the character is very necessary. But let's see. So first upgrade is like this decently sized cone, not the craziest. Then it becomes a, not thick, but you know, it's a modest sized line. Well, I guess you can take a look at the animations as well. Hello? It goes under the map. Okay. It does show attack animations because I'm guessing it's doing the attack 6 as well from the first part of the passive, since they are afflicted with slow. It becomes a cone again. Oh, and it becomes another cone. A thick cone. Dude, the unit keeps teleporting. Where is it? There it is. So this is attack 6. No, this is attack 6. It was like the thinner cone. So attack 6 is the, like this doll ball. Or circle. Dude, the unit keeps teleporting. It's really hard to keep track of the attacks. Is it full AoE? Oh, it is. That does make full upgrading feel a bit worth it. But nah, I don't think it's enough value, because you're already doing so much by having like 3 just placed like this. You're getting 3 like machis down, and you're constantly slowing them and making sure they all get the like extra attack. Really great support though. Like the slow is crazy. We haven't had a good slow in Vanguards until this point. I feel like we've been using some slows that are like suboptimal, like alligator and stuff. This is like a proper slow unit. It's funny because the best slow unit in ASTD was also Katakuri. Katakuri holding the Roblox tower defense slow market on a tight leash. Anyways, it's nice.